Isabel, the question is he going to then step up?
Yes, well, I think this is quite an interesting question that you've raised here. I mean, when you call Taro Kono the most popular candidate for the next Prime Minister, the front runner, I mean, he is the most popular among the public. But that does not always translate into becoming the leader of the LDP. There's a lot of horse trading among the big factions within the party, and there's still everything to play for in the next 3 weeks as to who will end up in top place in the end. Kono doesn't necessarily have the backing of the faction that he even belongs to, which is headed by Deputy Prime Minister Taro Kono. So he will have to gather support from other factions, maybe from younger members of parliament who want to see a more radical agenda. And so everything's still to play for, and everything can easily change overnight in these kinds of elections.
We are, in the meantime, of course, Isabel, just seeing gangbuster sessions coming out of Japanese equity trading, right? Is this really just on optimism that we're going to see some, new and beneficial economic policies, a better handling of the virus, particularly as in the backdrop, there is some concern that we're kind of back to this revolving door leadership, right?
Right. Well, we can't rule out a return to the revolving door leadership, especially, I think, amid the pandemic. It's obviously a very difficult situation to manage, and if it's handled badly, that will reduce public support, and there could be pressure to replace whoever the new leader is within a very short time. But I think what we're seeing in the stock market, one thing is for sure, the Suga government has been rather conservative about spending the extra budgets that it's put aside for dealing with the pandemic. And I think at least Fumio Kishida, another former foreign minister who's running for this position, has made it very clear that he wants another extra budget. He wants to throw a lot of money at this problem. And the stock market is very much welcoming that. And I think we also see the other candidates, such as we have a woman potentially standing, Sanae Takeichi, and she's been very keen on maintaining, for instance, the Abenomics promise on monetary policy, so that's another positive. If she were to come in, she would at least stick to that policy very tightly. So I think there are various factors. Another one is, of course, stability. If a more popular leader comes in, the LDP is more likely to stay in power, and we're more likely to see some continuity in Japan's leadership.